Hey y'all, it's Mamaw. Happy fall morning to y'all. So I'm coming to you on this fall morning because I wanted to thank you all for your support. And I wanted to address some messages that I've been getting. Why am I doing this? Many of you weren't around in the day to remember my mother's generation and my generation. My mother's generation, you wonderful women out there who worked for civil rights, who worked for our women's rights, our voting rights, who got us to where we didn't have to have co-signers, where we could take care of our own reproductive rights, who started knocking down barriers and letting us get education and getting into different areas that men had locked up. My generation is after Title IX, where it became the Army instead of the Women's Army Corps, where we had to fight. When I first tried to get a job in law enforcement, the only disqualifier was I was too short. Women had to be 5'10" in the state of Ohio to be in law enforcement. So all of this has been changing. We knock down barriers. I have a dear friend who had to threaten a lawsuit just to get to work shift work because they made more money. Women out there who got into non-traditional roles. And what we had to put up with for many, many years, oh, well, she's in a man's job. No, I was in a job. So we fought all those battles. We opened those doors that I'm afraid that the 50 and younger set just simply don't remember or they took for granted. So then came along this MAGA movement and we were disappeared. Women of a certain age especially, but all of us of those generations were just simply disappeared. The Vietnam veterans, the first Gulf veterans, women, we were no longer of any value. And so we just quietly went back into the shadows. And that's wrong. We have so much to offer, so much to teach. And I want you to come out and find your voices again. It may be hoarse at first. You may find it strange to get out there and yell, but it's still there. It's still in you. It's still that fire in the furnace that made you angry, that made you want to go make things right for all these future generations. And we're going to get out there again. We're going to remind this whole country we were a force to be reckoned with, and we're going to make real change. These young women that are so willing to go back in time, to wear their prairie skirts, to let men take the lead, to only have a value of sitting at home, to remember what some of these people were teaching. This is wrong. We have a right. We have a brain. We cannot go back, and we won't go back. But the only way to stop that is if we all get out there and use our voices and use them loud and make sure people hear and show up. I don't care if you initially vote MAGA because you felt you needed to belong somewhere. And hey, I get it. Shame on the Uber left for disappearing good, hardworking, rural women, women of a certain age. No, not again. And to the off-right, oh my God, these people are nuts. But we're going to speak out, and we're going to teach again, and we're going to lead the way, because this is what we do. This is what moms and mamaws do. And we're also going to protect women and young men who were taken advantage of, who were trafficked. We have got to start a whole new movement. I think back in the 70s and 80s, they called them Gray Panthers. But we're there. And that's what started me doing this, is I wanted you to know that just because you're a certain age doesn't mean you need to be quietly disappeared, because we're not. We've already made great inroads and changes. Look at when they tried to take our First Amendment. We fought back, and it began with us. So we're going to stay salty. I just love that people are shocked that Mamaws have salty language. we did when we were young. Lord, if our grandkids knew what we were like young, they'd probably go apoplectic on us. But that's still there. That fire is still there. And so that's why I do the drops that I do. I'm trying to educate, and I'm trying to wake up the movement that was amazing back in the 60s and 70s and early 80s. We're going to continue it. We're going to wake up. We're going to take our country back, and we're going to get back to teaching, and we're not going anywhere, and we will not be disappeared. So I want to thank you all. I ask that you share any of my drops that you like. Please share. Tell people to follow me. And if you would, go to my link tree, which is posted on my page. I have everything I've ever dropped is on YouTube. So I've got longer videos that typically don't get out on Facebook Reels or TikTok. You can watch those. My short ones, I'm also on TikTok. If you would follow me and share everywhere that you can, because we need to start a movement. And yes, Roberta Bolt, everybody is going to be there October 18th, which is No King's Day, because by granny, the taco is no damn king, and we need to remind him of that. He is tanking. As much as you're hearing these loud people yelling, Trump, 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 he is tanking, and we're going to see to it he continues to tank. For the sake of our great nation, we are going to take over. Now, people have asked me what I think about what's going on with Pete Hegseth in the military. I'm going to tell you what I think's going on. If you study your history, and everybody knows already, Mamaw's a history nerd. What they did in Nazi Germany is they brought in all the generals, and they said, you now need to pledge to the Fuhrer, not just our Constitution. So I'm wondering if he's not going to make all these top officers pledge to Trump, number one. And number two, I think he's going to relieve all women and commanders of color. I think he wants to completely whitewash the military, which is the great unifying melting pot of our country. You go in from different areas and you meet people from different cultures, and it's wonderful. And that's what they want to do away with. And do you know why? Because these primarily old white men, but these white men are terrified that our nation is turning brown. It's getting younger. And they damn well don't want people to come in and treat them the way they've treated those people. That's what's going on. They don't want women to be in charge who might treat them the way they've treated women. Well, they're about to find out. Now remember, this is not an us against them. This is working class, hardworking people versus the uber wealthy. You're a damn billionaire. You don't deserve to be a trillionaire. This is insane. How much is enough? Because you can't take that shit with you when you die. How much is enough? And we're about to show them. You've had enough. You need to pay your fair share, because we're damn well paying ours. So, yes, Linda, Hegseth is a total disgrace. Here's my take on Pete Hegseth. He was that guy that keeps making passes at everybody, and then when you were like, he was the guy that says, oh, well, she must be butch, or oh, she just whores around with everybody, blah, blah, blah. No, you're a disgusting old drunk is what you are, and absolutely not qualified to be doing the job you're doing. And you're going to tell these generals and higher how to run things when after 20 some odd years you barely got past the rank of major. Piece of shit. Okay, so yes, women are tough, and we are going to cut them down to size. We're going to cut them all down to size. And remember, Stephen Miller, I am absolutely convinced, is the reincarnation of Goebbels. And Tom Holman is the reincarnation of Heinrich. And that should send a chill through all of you. So be salty. We're going to use our outdoor voices or outside voices, however you want to word it. And we are going to be heard. We are not disappeared anymore. So please share all this. I'll be doing more drops later today, but on this beautiful morning, I just thought I'd get out and have a talk with my girls. Love you. Bye-bye.